Hi, I'm Fred Hayden from Nashua Outdoor Power Equipment. 2 locations, Nashua, New Hampshire and Amherst, New Hampshire on 101A. Right? Before you start these things up, always remember, make sure when you're using a string trimmer, eye protection and long pants, because when you do tap these on the ground, and those little pieces get cut off and they come whipping out and they'll brand you on your legs if you're not careful. So long pants and glasses so you don't get hit in the eye with a piece of this nylon. Alright, so that's one style. Another style right there. And I might mention that when you are releasing line on these, you can test it by firing up your trimmer and going over to a hard surface. Wind the machine up. Of course, read your owner's manual. Make sure that it's your particular one tells you to do the same. Crank it up and tap the head briskly on the ground, and this thing should release and throw out little bits of string, and it's going to give you a nice even line. And that's the way the head works. It's a tap head. Okay. Now, this here, I mentioned it before, showed you before, but there's these lines, these spools come in different sizes. This one here is a .095. Okay, that's the thickness of the line. Typically they go from, I think it's .065. I think you can find even smaller in electric trimmers, but .065, .080, .095 is probably the most common. .105 and .130 are typically your sizes. Your regular consumer homeowner trimmer is typically going to take a .095. Different lines, different manufacturers. This is a Crossfire line. It's going to have edges, different edges on the line, so they're sharper and it'll cut the grass a lot easier. That's there. Echo's design. Husqvarna will use titanium line with a braid. There's another brand that uses a square line. So there's different lines out there, but they pretty much all do the same thing. Lastly, there's still more different heads. There's smart heads and there's different manufacturers, but this is a pretty good range of double line heads. This here is Echo's brand, and it's an easy wrap head. A lot of people are aggravated with this, and the manufacturers know that it's probably one of their harder points when they go to selling a trimmer. It's, people are getting frustrated wrapping the head, so they're trying to do everything possible from these quick lines to something easier like this. And this model right here, it's going to be clear. It'll typically be black, but this one's so that we can show you what's going on here. You're going to have a couple of arrows and a couple of arrows on the outside. You want to line these arrows up. All right. And we're going to take our trimmer line and we're going to pull out 15 to 20 feet of line. And look, we just happen to have a pre-cut piece here. So instead of trying to find the center of this one, all we do is tuck this in one side, take the other end and tuck it in the other. And again, we have rewind line. We have a directional arrow. And look at this. We're just turning this in and winding up the line. Alright. The line, obviously we didn't do 20 feet, we did 10 feet, but you get a lot of line in there. Once it's wrapped up, you're going to take a cutters, wire cutters, or a scissors, or a knife, and you're going to cut this, and you're done. Alright, ready to go trimming. So hopefully we gave you a pretty quick overview, but you should have some pretty good information to go out there and get trimming.